Yesterday is exactly what I've been warning people about. The exact moment where the market decides to take off, leave a lot of people behind, where alts start making up ground, and we get ready to move much larger than what we saw yesterday. This is key for ADA because now this very specific thing that we've been referencing has in fact taken place. And I want to talk about whether this does in fact mean that we have some very significant movements in the short term ahead. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So we obviously have to start with BTC here. BTC is the reason that everybody's getting excited now because BTC made a very strong move, this, almost 8% move towards its all-time high. We were a stone's throw away from hitting a new all-time high yesterday. I don't know how many people realize that, but we got all the way up to 73,565 with an all-time high right around 73.8 or so. So we were very close. This was a very strong move. This was made possible by excitement in the market, institutional money buying in a big way again, $870 million worth of BTC added. That's the largest day we've seen since June. So that's a very big deal. And we liquidated hundreds of millions of dollars worth of shorts. So like I said, the people that were pushing too hard against the market, they were going to get liquidated. It was coming. The market makers were going to make this happen. Now, obviously, hopefully we did not have long interest fill in behind here. Hopefully this is more of a tempered push forward, but we know who is going to remain bullish here. Institutional money, that's a very big deal. Now, what I will say is, alts started moving a little late in this takeoff yesterday that we experienced. And luckily, even as BTC cooled down, ADA started to make a push to the upside. It got up into that mid 36-cent range. And now we've corrected down into the lower 35s. Wouldn't be surprised by a test around 35 cents. That's kind of where local support is. So we'll see, obviously, if we hold that. But now that we got a little bit of the shock and awe done, okay? We have to talk about what we may see moving forward here because this very specific thing that we've been referencing in terms of BTC has now taken place. Does this mean that we are about to see something big following here? Now, this BTC dominance, I've talked about this being topped out somewhere around that 60% range, and we've hit 60%. We're right at 59.99 right now at the time of filming this video. We got just above 60% yesterday. And why this number is very important is, like I've said before, there's always a point where BTC dominance tops and begins to drop off in a big way. We've seen this cycle after cycle after cycle. And what this is retail capital entering the space, excitement, new flows hitting the market. This is the exact same thing we saw in March, but this is the exact same thing that kicks off alt season. So is this now our moment where we are going to trigger alt season? That's what I want to talk about. Now, this has been referenced many times by many people. Actually, in fact, Jason Appleton, Crypto Crow, he was talking about this as well. There's this moment where, again, this BTC dominance really drops in a big way. So for example, December of 2020 through January of 2022, BTC dominance fell by 44%. So a significant drop off. Now that means BTC dominance would drop down 15%. I don't think that's happening here because each cycle following the prior one, the dominance level is lower and lower and lower because retail is getting into the market. They're flowing into alts. They're looking for more opportunity in the space. And that's, again, where ADA tends to shine. Now, even Crypto Crow has come out and said that he is expecting $8 in 2025. That falls right into the range that we've been discussing, the $7 through $15 range. I know some people are still just saying, oh, it's not possible. It's not going to happen. All right. We can't make any calls right now. We will have a much better gauge of where ADA is going to be come March, April, May. The point where this next leg of the crypto market should start to cool down a little bit. Typically, we go on these runs from about this time now into March, April, May. We cool down for the summer, and then we have that late last year push. This happens cycle after cycle after cycle. And guess what? ADA is no different than any other coin in that regard. It does the same thing. But where ADA does its best is at times where excitement picks up, at times where new capital is entering the market. So right now, we're at this point basically right about here, guys. We're working our way right into this time where, historically speaking, ADA has exploded. I talked about this yesterday. There's this point in the middle of December where theoretically ADA could start to explode in a big way, and its benefit comes from those new people entering the market. ADA is still an extremely dominant asset in the crypto. It's still an extremely dominant asset in the crypto market. And just because it hasn't done well at times where new capital isn't flowing in doesn't mean it won't do well at times where it is. So that's really what we're waiting for now. Do you guys think that this BTC dominance is about to drop off? Do we start to see that excitement outside the market start to hit again? Kind of like what we saw in October, kind of like we saw in the early part of March. Those were our warning signs of what is to come here. And this is where I would think that ADA starts doing quite well again. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. Did yesterday get you excited? First of all, do you think we're going to continue this run? Is this where BTC dominance tops out? And is this about the moment where ADA starts turning some heads again? Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.